Hey guys, welcome back to our Meaningful Monday live stream. You'll notice I'm not at my usual location. I'm actually out in Vegas today. Not just today, but I'm here for the week. And traveling has been interesting. Flying was an adventure to say the least. I'll tell you that story some other time. But I figured today we could talk about, since we're here in Vegas, I figured we could talk about a little bit of a different spin on things. And I personally like to play poker. That's my game of choice. Sometimes blackjack, maybe craps if I'm really, really bored. Have nothing else to do, just have a lot of money to throw on. But typically poker is my game because I really enjoy poker. It's a lot of fun. And Hold'em is just it's a really cool game of people, less so than cards. Anyone who knows the game knows what I'm talking about. But I think one thing I want to highlight about that and how that relates to leadership and business development, life development in general, honestly, is really about patience. With poker, it's very easy to get crappy cards over and over and over again. You get dealt these crappy cards and you keep getting these crappy cards and you start feeling like, you know what, this is the best I'm going to get. I'm just going to play this. And you end up screwing yourself over because they're just crappy cards. And you're settling for crappy cards instead of changing tables, changing seats, changing casinos if you need to. Just to give you an idea, I've been doing fairly well the last couple of nights. And then last night I had not a great night because I just didn't want to move casinos. I was being lazy. And I said, you know what, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to wait these cards out, get better cards, and basically enact the definition of insanity and keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And I didn't get the different result that I was looking for. So what does that mean? What's the point of that? Well, as we're talking about your career development, your life development, your business development, whatever it is you're talking about in terms of your goals, we tend to get comfortable and get lazy and get into this idea of let's just keep doing what we're doing. It'll work out eventually. If I keep doing exactly what I'm doing, it's everything else. It's not me. I know I'm doing everything right. So let me just keep doing what I'm doing and it'll work out. That's not how that works, right? Maybe you're doing the right things, but there's always something more you could be doing, something different you could be doing, right? So look at the opportunities you have in your life right now and try to find the opportunities to do something differently. That doesn't mean what you're doing now is wrong. It just means that there's more you could be doing. You want to be patient. At the same time, though, you want to be patient in the right situations. Don't exercise and exhaust your patience for the wrong situations or the wrong people or the wrong businesses. There's some things that are just not meant to work out, and that's okay. Now, how do you know when to draw the line? That's a little tougher of a question, and that really depends on you, depends on how the situation is, your tolerance for risk, your tolerance for, frankly, stupid people, because that will come up as well. But ultimately, the situations that will work best for you. And you also have to have those honest, frank, sometimes painful and sometimes uncomfortable conversations with yourself to know for a fact, am I doing what's right for me? Not the right thing overall, because there's no such thing as the right thing overall, right? What's right for me is not going to be right for you. Because if you want to take the poker analogy, I play differently than you do, right? Everyone has their own style of play. Everyone has their own style of living their life. And what's authentic for me is not going to be authentic for you necessarily. So what I decided to do with my strategy of play is going to be very different from what works for you. And another reason I love poker is because personality matters so much. Authenticity in how you play, who you are, comes across in the game. There's a phrase, poker is not a game of cards played by people. It's a game of people played with cards. Whereas other card games are games of cards played by people. Because you're playing the other person as much as you're playing the cards. And so when you're looking at the cards and saying, if your style of play depends on the cards a lot, then you got to look at that and see where you're getting good cards. If it depends on the people a lot, then you got to go where the people are conducive to your style of play. That applies in business as much as anything else. If you're talking about operating a business, starting a business in a demographic that's not familiar to you, that's not a demographic you can get along with or relate to, you're going to have a much tougher time than starting a business in a demographic that makes sense to you. Does that mean you can never reach that other demographic? Absolutely not. But it means start where you are. Start where it's more conducive and more authentic for you. That will give you the edge that you need to survive in business and to really make it. If you're looking at the wrong demographic, and if I say wrong, when I say wrong, I mean the wrong demographic for you specifically, the demographic you can't relate to. That's one of the challenges you have to look into. When you're starting any business, when you start creating any product, any service, it doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. If you're appealing to the wrong demographic, the one that you can't relate to, that you can't structure your messaging to appeal to, then you're not going to be successful. Now, take that on the flip side. If you're in your ideal demographic, in a world where you know the players, you know people in that world, you know how they think, you know the lifestyle that they come from, you know what their day-to-day is like, you know their challenges, their hopes, their dreams, all that stuff, right? You can articulate to someone else why this is going to work, why this theory is going to work. Well, then now you're actually at a really strong advantage over other companies or other businesses who may be trying to get into that demographic, because you can appeal to them. You can speak to those people, that demographic, in such a way that they can understand and relate to you, and they'll feel that much stronger of a fit with you than they would without someone else from the outside. So look at that opportunity. Look at that, the way that you're structuring things. And yes, be patient. Be patient in the way that things are coming. If the cards are coming the way you want them to come, take advantage of it. If they're not coming the way you want them to come, don't just be patient blindly, but look at why things are happening the way they're happening, and look at the opportunities. Are there opportunities to change? If there's not opportunity to change, then be patient. If there are opportunities to change, take those opportunities, jump into it, go take advantage of those things and do something differently. Because that's going to set you apart from everyone else who's trying to do the work you're trying to do and trying to build the same business you're trying to build. Because ultimately, what makes businesses last is going to be the business owner and their ability to pivot, their ability to work through challenges, overcome challenges, identify risks, identify where they want to go and who is going to appeal to their product. Who their product or service is going to appeal to. That's really what's going to set aside the business owners, is that drive, that resolve, I like to say. So focus on that. Look at your opportunities. Be really honest with yourself, though, about where your strengths lie, about who you can relate to, how you can relate to them. And be really honest about the kind of business you're starting or working with. Is this business aligned with you and your values? Don't just get into it just because of the money. Yes, there's a lot of ways to make a crap ton of money. But does that mean that that's right for you? No, not necessarily. There's tons of rich people who are exhausted, tired, and completely lethargic all the time because they hate what they do. And they hate their lives at the end of the day because they don't have time to spend the money that they make. Don't fall into that demographic. Don't fall into that trap. Go after what you want to do. Identify areas where you're strong, where you're passionate, and you're able to really make a difference, and then focus on those areas. That's how you can make a difference, because that resolve comes into play in those situations. And your resolve can be that much stronger when you're aligned with your business and with whatever you're doing. All right. That's a short one today, guys. Just wanted to throw that out there for you. But I hope you guys are enjoying the week so far. It's only Monday, obviously, but I hope you had a great Monday. Hope you have an amazing rest of the week. Take care. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to be notified of future videos, and hit that bell. And leave a comment below. Let me know if you like this video, if you resonate with the topic. If there are future topics you want to know about, happy to talk about those as well. Take care, guys. Stay safe and have an amazing week. See ya.